Warriors. My name is David, and this is the Arizona Cardinals rebuild. If you're not aware, franchises is an 8-team rebuild. We control one team from every division. Every game is slow simmed. We compete against ourselves. There's nothing like this in Madden rebuild history. I guarantee you that. So we are controlling the Arizona Cardinals. They are a focus franchise team for us. We got them up to 8-4. They're playing really well. Just a game out of first place in their division, but they're also one of the front runners in the wild card. And there's not many teams chasing them in the NFC. We are without Paris Johnson Jr., the right tackle, but let's take a look at the rest of the starting lineup. Kyler, the compiler, Murray is up to an 83 overall, boosted super fast. They signed Cam Akers, and he's playing very well. And they have a really nice rookie sitting in the wings right here, Jalen Wright. He's their third down back. Emery DeMarcado is not a bad backup, but he plays um, fullback for us right now with his size. Pretty decent. Xavier Leggett was their second first round pick. Great pick. He got himself up now to a superstar. Marquise Brown got himself up to a superstar. He was kept. Rondell Moore is on his last year of his deal. Torrey Horton, another wide receiver that was brought in the draft. And Michael Wilson, of course, has been here. But he's a little slow, so we moved him down the depth chart. Trey McBride's having a nice season, and I think he will go up in development after the season, into the next season. Joe Alt was their first pick in the first round. Great player. Lincoln Tomlinson, Ted Karras, Will Hernandez, and then they still have DJ Humphries. I believe that he was here, but great backup here filling in for Paris Johnson Jr. Now, in the second round, they did a lot for their defense. They had a bunch of second round picks. Chris Jenkins, star dev, I believe. They signed Dietrich Wise Jr. And then they brought in Mason Smith in the second round as well. I think he's still hidden development. I haven't revealed it yet. Sheldon Rankins was ahead of him a couple times in the depth chart. BJ Ojolari is having a great season. He's up to 14 and a half sacks, I believe, and he's close to the top 5 in sack leaders. Another linebacker or another pick in the draft is starting for them, Samel Mondon Jr. I think that's how you say his name, out of Georgia. Really fast, going to go with Owen Popo. Both these guys are playing great at middle linebacker for us. And then Zavon Collins having a nice year as well. We brought J.C. Jackson over from the Patriots after they traded for Tyreek Woolen. Chris Abrams-Drainey, another rookie. I think he was a third-round pick, but he was, in my opinion, one of the best corners. He's only a star development, I believe, but he's probably the fastest of the draft. Jalen Thompson, solid. Of course, Buda Baker's here. Kyrie Jackson, we brought in here, 6'3", 195. Sub, linebacker or sub safety slot guy kind of guy. And then we got Joey Sly, 99 kick power, and Corey Bajorquez. Excuse me. Always with the coffee, giving me the little indigestion. So 99 kick powers for our kickers. Let's take a look at our schedule because we are on a nice run here. We started off 3-3, came out of the bye in a loss, and we are on a nice roll here. We are looking to go for our 6th win in a row. Tough, really tough here because this is our 3rd straight road game in a row, and we get the Dolphins, who are our machine. And we have a tough schedule to end here. But right now, there's not really a challenger for even the last wild card spot. So, but you never know. Things happen, man. It's a week to week league. There's seasons within seasons. Kyler Murray's playing really well. Only 2,400 yards passing, but he has an 18-3 touchdown to interception ratio, which is great. And then he's flirting with 1,000 yards this year. Him and Cam Akers. Jalen Wright's pretty good when he gets in there. Marquise Brown, Trey McBride. So you should know that they're in the Ravens offensive playbook. Yeah, it fits Kyler Murray very well. So Owen Papo's having a really nice year. All right, well, those are the stats. That's our record. That's our schedule. Where we're at. We're going for 6 in a row. Let's do it. Tough matchup. Third road game in a row in Miami against a machine in Miami, but Miami got crushed by this playbook in the playoffs, and they ended up losing to the Ravens in our playoffs, and the Ravens ended up winning the Super Bowl. So, maybe Arizona has a chance. All right, let's get into it.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? It's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
It's taken to the 26. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now Hill to return it. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going. Yeah,
it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
They faked the handoff, now Murray. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Murray now on 1st down. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua sets up to pass it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a 1st down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Again, it's Achane. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cardinal offense takes back over. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now 2nd and 3. Play fake. Murray. He'll get this to DeMarcano. 4 yards the pickup. First down. The Cardinals at 8-4 now in the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
2 yards to go. 2nd down. Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Murray now running right on the action. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Miami set to take over. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Tua.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
A give, running right, Achane.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They'll go. Achane.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league. Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Alec Ingold, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Point after here coming up. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
Shoves him away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. To throw is Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Murray.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
1st down, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Throwing again, Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Rondale Moore.
As the 1st half is winding down.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That time, a 9-play drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Murray flips us forward on the jet sweep. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Murray now.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slam. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Murray to run again.
And maybe the wrong He's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Murray from midfield. Over the middle, complete. That's McBride. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. The 12-yard line.
Now Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Akers is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Nick Muse
laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 17-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The return man, Wilson.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards for number 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Catch made right side by Wilson. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Achane. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. As they'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there. They only needed 1 on 4th and 1.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8.
Tua sets up to pass it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Zaven Collins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And to the left side here, Wilson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added the 7 seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Running right on the option is Murray.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll go again here with Akers.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Sly able to put this one through.
And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
So Tua and the Dolphins down 20-17, a minute 7 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Throwing Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Tua. Connecting with Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down to number is Tua. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that's going to tie things at 20. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And they'll give this to H.M.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, you stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means...
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Cardinals are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Well, what can Murray do now with his drive? He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties, and they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon Davis breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That quick throw there is incomplete.
This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Tagovailoa.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10
at their own 27.
They'll start with the option.
There he goes, right side.
There he goes again. Inside the 20.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through is going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that that was something they just drew up. It might have been something they'd been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for Arizona, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, guys, what a game, what a finish. Let's look at the stats as we finish out here. Kyler Murray, almost 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he had that big run to win it in overtime. Another overtime game for us. Trey McBride really coming on strong. We're running out of time here. There was some more to this video, but I'm going to cut it off here, just going through the stats. And we got one more thing to show you, which is an upgrade. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Tell me what you thought of this game. What do you think about the Cardinals going forward? Are they really the hottest team in franchises, the 8-team rebuild that you just watched? Please let me know what you think. What are their chances going forward? They seem to be – this is a big one for them. They seem to be playing very well. As you see, Garrett Williams getting an upgrade here, going up to a 78 overall. He's still stuck there, whatever. Yeah, great game, man. If you're new here, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. I will put the next game and the last game in the pinned top comments. As Zavon Collins gets a upgrade. He's now a superstar. Let's go. Thank you for watching. Later.